I've been trying to do your reading and I keep getting these drawbacks trying to do your reading. Which reminds me that Mercury Retrograde is coming up soon. Mercury Retrograde is all about delays, right? And I've been having a delay trying to get on with your reading today. Sorry, I'm like tapping into your energy a little bit. There's a delay. What's this delay? Because I feel it. I feel it. Maybe in your situation you feel like there's something hasn't been moving forward, or you're struggling to find a way to push it forward. Could be in regards to your money. Tauruses are really abundant in nature, right? Earth signs typically are. So don't worry about money. Money comes back. Always comes back. There's a delay though. We are in Saturn retrograde right now. Saturn retrograde, I think, is actually worse than Mercury retrograde, because that's the past, unresolved past coming up for resolution, right? Even today I was facing that, let's be real. And it's like literally the entire season since Saturn retrograde started all the way up until even today, and until it ends, I'm certain of it, like past people will come up for, to get an unresolved past to be resolved. This is good. It helps clear your karma as much as it sucks, like past life karma, past connection karma, whatever. In any situation where there was imbalance or things were not right or whatever, things will be righted, like things will come full circle. So you might experience that, like exes, old friends, old family members showing up and, really deciding, are these the people that are going to continue being in your life, or are these karmic cycles that are going to end? That's really a choice that you make. So, let's get to it. It answered that question like immediately. Six of Pentacles, or Six of Materials in reverse, tells me you ain't given to somebody anymore. Somebody probably took advantage of your kindness. Somebody took advantage of your better nature. You feel like you were losing more than you were gaining in a situation. I do have good news though. I don't think that it's romantic. I think that this could be friend or family, or even work too, because with Seven of Wands, I see you carving out a new path, taking the road less traveled, as Robert Frost would say. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and I feel like it's probably because somebody was full of shit, right? Knight of Wands is like honest communication coming through. Knight of Wands in reverse is the opposite of that, right? Dishonest communication coming through, or not coming through at all. And I think you got impatient with that. The reason I say that I don't think that this is a relationship thing, though, is because the Queen of Cups and the Emperor are showing up in the upright, right? Queen of Cups is very emotionally mature, very solid, very, it's like she uses her emotions as a strength rather than a weakness, right? The Emperor is all business, like, let's get shit done, let's, make the best of this, and there's some Aries energy. So, yeah, I feel like you could have been taken advantage of in work, like not getting paid your worth, like probably way overworking, probably a lot of overtime, but not getting paid what you're worth for it. You know, it just seems like there's an imbalance. Something's not fair here. Something ain't right. Let's figure out more about that energy, because I feel like that's what's been causing the delay. Queen of Materials in reverse, I do see you letting this go. Also, Queen of Materials in reverse means that you could be feeling out of balance. That's you, Queen of Materials. You know, like you're the pentacles. You're the earth sign, the earth energy. And so that's why I'm rating it as you. Whether you're male or female, that shit doesn't matter, right? Its gender is not the same in tarot as it is in our third dimensional world, right? In tarot, even the Emperor card is a woman, right? So like, you know, it's like the divine feminine energy is the creative force, the artist, the ones that bring something into the world from seemingly nothing, right? The Emperor would be very business-minded, very like to the point, very, you know, and the Emperor could even be like a boss figure, you know, business owner type, the kind of person that's very, you know, it's like divine feminine would be like art, philosophy, spirituality, right? Whereas the divine masculine would be like science, maths, history, you know, those kinds of things. There's a distinct difference between the feminine and the masculine. And we all have both within us. It's just whatever energy we're tapping a little bit more into. With the Five of Materials in reverse, though, or Five of Pentacles in reverse, it tells me that you're not going to be left out in the cold, right? Like, you might be feeling like your wallet's a little dried up right now, but this is a temporary feeling. Yeah, Nine of Cups in reverse. You're focused too much on the outcome here. You're focused too much on your lack, okay? And you don't want to do that. If you focus on what you're lacking, you're going to have more lack, right? If you focus more on what you're getting, on the outcomes that you do want, then you'll get more of that, right? Use of emotions. I see the twins here with their heart chakras open. And I feel like what this means is that you inspire people, right? There's something about you that is inspiring to people. And it's something in regards to your natural talent, something that may have gone neglected because you're not working within your natural talents. It's like taking on a day job and neglecting the fact that you're an excellent songwriter or poet or, you know, whatever, or painter, you know, and it's like the universe is like, we gave you these talents for a reason and you ain't using them because you got a day job, right? Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. I do see you healing. I see you healing from some past stuff, right? Things that really hurt, which is crazy because, like, during the Queen of Cups in the upright, meaning that you didn't allow any past hurts to diminish your ability to love or be compassionate. Like, you stayed true to yourself throughout, you know, whatever it was that you were going through. I feel this energy of not knowing which way to go from here. I feel like opportunities are going to fall out of thin air for you because of this divine feminine energy. It's like something coming out of seemingly nothing and changing the tide, changing the direction, you know, shifting it. Okay, so the Empress showed up in reverse. It's like not knowing how to get started on this creation. Not knowing. That's kind of like what I said. You don't know how to get started on it. Awakening though. The universe is dropping hints. The universe is opening doors. If doors start opening for you, take them. Right? Walk through the doors. Don't just be so quick to shut it down just because it's not showing up in the way that you thought. Your blessings could be disguised in things that you were unaware of. Use of Wands in reverse. This kind of tells me that like you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. You want to inspire people in love and in peace and in kindness. But you're not trying to be a hostile and mean and cruel person, right? And I feel like the universe is noticing that like there's this nature about you that is just so inherently good, right? Like Page of Swords in reverse tells me people can't even hate on you. Like even when they try to hate on you, like it doesn't last long because they see your good nature, and it's hard to be mad at somebody who just has pure good nature, right? Like it didn't matter how badly your heart was broken in the past. It doesn't matter about these delays. It reminds me of the challenges of Job. It's like you could have lost everything, but you didn't lose yourself. Right? You never lost yourself. You never allowed yourself to be diminished in any way. You held true to your own values. Dude, this is crazy. You're in a very receptive energy, right? A lot of times delays happen for people because they're not receptive. But it looks like you're receptive to abundance coming into your life in all forms. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's like you're welcoming it with open arms, right? Four of Cups in reverse tells me that you're just not rejecting abundance in your life in whatever form that comes, right? Which I love. That's the energy I keep trying to get people in. Like, be receptive. Be receptive to the blessings and the abundance coming towards you. And I see you being very receptive. I see you almost asking for it. Six of Swords. There was like a test where you felt like you had to climb the mountain yourself. Like you felt like there were times where you probably felt alone in your journey. But you're not. You're being tested. Sometimes the divine deliberately doesn't step in on certain situations and certain things because they want to see how you're going to respond. And it looks like you've been passing the test, right? It's like the way that you've handled shit. It looks like you're doing it exactly as you were supposed to. Hierophant in reverse. This is your card. This is Taurus energy. The reason that it's in reverse is because you feel like this situation is very unfair, right? You feel like there's something here that's unfair, that It's like you don't want to close out a circle with somebody with the world cosmos in reverse. It's almost like you're holding on to something, but this something isn't emotionally holding on to you with the Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're noticing kind of that, like a detachment. Five of Swords in reverse, it's like, I see this energy of not wanting to fight, trying to avoid fighting, avoid conflict, all that, but I also see the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords represents lying, cheating, and stealing. Alright? Like I said, I don't feel like this is a relationship reading. It could be. But this feels almost like work or family. It feels like you don't want to fight, but there's an injustice here. And you know, like, you have been getting this shit end of the deal here. Also, Seven of Swords is lurking, right? Somebody could be watching you, observing you. But it's like treacherous energy with all these foxes, right? It's like sneaky. I want to clarify that. I want to clarify all of this, actually. So, Knight of Cups in reverse. What's that about? Maybe you're finding it hard to care about somebody because of the way that they've been behaving in your life, right? Yep. There's somebody here, they could have been an old friend or something, Page of Cups in reverse, but I see with the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel this energy of like, you need to cut somebody off, right? Five of Wands, they're just here to bring like conflict and competition into your world. Like the Five of Swords though, tells me that you don't want conflict, you're avoiding conflict. You're trying to find another way. The Wheel of Fortune tells me that the way that you've handled this situation thus far is going to bring the wheel of change. And good things are going to start happening for you, but you have to trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open. Eight of Cups, you need to walk away from something here. Intuitively, you know what it is you need to walk away from. I don't even need to get too specific. It came to your mind as soon as I said it. You know what you need to walk away from. It's a hard decision to make. This is a decision that you're just like, fuck. All these windows, all these doors of opportunity to get out of that situation, but instead of going through the door, she's standing on it, right? She's avoiding looking at it. She's avoiding going down that tunnel. Like, literally, everywhere that there's a way out of this situation, it's like refusing to look at it because it's the answer you don't want. It's the answer you don't want. But you will. And when you do, these delays will be over. You just have to choose who's more important in this situation, you or them. For your life. For your life, right? Are they more important to you or are you? Because they're blocking your blessings in some way here. Taking your blessings. Making you feel less abundant. Making you impatient. Temperance in reverse. Triggering you. You know what? I often tell people, as I learned from my own situation here, if you get around an energy, right? and you just don't know why, but every time you're around them, you feel super triggered, or like something ain't right. Like you just want to argue, or you just feel like that imbalance there, right? That's because your soul, your intuition is warning you about this individual or this energy that you've been giving to or being around, right? Even if this is an employer. Like maybe the pay is well, but you're still being taken advantage in some way. Or maybe you've been there so long that you're just like, do I really leave, or you know what? But I do feel this energy that it's time to walk away and embark on a new journey, right? And the best way to know if an energy is bad for you is, do they trigger the fuck out of you every time you're around them? Because there's something in your soul, and you need to ask your soul. You know, you need to ask, why am I feeling this kind of way about them? Why is it that every time I'm around this energy, this feeling comes up? Right? That's, you start asking your intuition to give you answers on that, because there's a reason that you're feeling this way. There's a reason that you just want to walk away or run away from that energy or that situation. Okay? There's a reason. I want to know why. Somebody's just not good for you. Intuitively, you know who I'm talking about. They put you in a bad headspace. They put you in a negative energy. They test your patience. As an earth sign, they could potentially be an air sign, because I've noticed that air and earth are the same, have the same kind of polarity as like water and fire, right? One's trying to be in the clouds and the other one's trying to be grounded and on the earth, you know? And so it's like too much of a polarity in the opposite direction. Whatever the case is, you know, it's just the answer you don't want. Because you can love somebody, but also you gotta trust yourself. When your higher self is warning you, you know, it's like there's a reason that you feel so triggered. There's a reason that they're, you know, this motherfucker could have killed you in a past life, and your soul's like, you know, you don't know. There's a reason. By Ravi Yogini. Face your fears, for it is the right time, and you are ready to overcome them. You will be given the power to fulfill your heart's desires. Embrace your path with confidence. Healing around belonging and abundance is taking place within your soul. You are spiritually protected from toxic energies. Recognize your inner divine badass and commit to your dreams with conviction. Yeah, toxic energies. You wouldn't just sit around drinking poison. And being around certain energies is like poison to your soul. Gori Devi. Check your boundaries and affirm your right to express and receive both kindness and respect. Embrace your softer side and your ability to stand up for yourself. You are a unique being, and you do not need to conform to stereotypes. As you relax into your authentic self, the best method to accomplish what is needed shall spontaneously arise from within. Trust your intuition. Trust where you're being guided. Your higher self knows best. That's why when you feel good around certain people, when they bring that warmth and that feeling of like, hey, this is a really good energy to be around, those are the people you want to surround yourself with. People who perpetually trigger you, those are not your tribe, okay? Those are not your people. Those people, you know, and I mean, it sucks because you can love somebody, but they may not be good for you. They could be poison to your soul. And that's a reality that we all kind of have to face at times, you know? You're the bull for the reason, or for a reason, for the reason, yeah, for the reason. You know why? Because what do bulls do? They protect the cows, right? They protect, they watch over, they guard the defenseless, right? Also, when they're triggered, when they're put through enough abuse, when they're put through bullshit, like, you know how the Spaniards love bullfighting, or not bullfighting, what is that called? Where the dickhead, like, waves around the red thing and the bull's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. When you're triggered, you can be quite destructive, okay? A whole other side of you comes out, right? Like, I've seen bulls straight up, like, when somebody has abused them enough, I've seen them murder people, okay? And I say murder because, I mean, their horn goes straight through these bulls' heads and right through their bodies, and it's like, you mess with the bull, you gotta get the horns, right? That's inevitable. And I've seen it in so many videos. Some videos I'm just like, like I cringe at like how hardcore a bull will defend itself. And now it's time for you to tap into that bull energy. Study the bull, right? It's funny because I was talking to a Capricorn and I was like, you gotta study the goat. What do goats do? You know? You gotta study the bull. What do bulls do? What do bulls do? When they're in the right company, when they're with their tribe, they're protective. They protect what's theirs. They protect their, you know, their kind, their people. I mean, not their kind, and not, that sounds almost like, you know what I mean though, your soul tribe. Whereas if they're abused, if they're mistreated, those horns gonna fuck somebody up, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Those horns gonna fuck somebody up, and it's almost like Spirit's like, I see you losing your patience, right? I see you doing it, and it's almost like, get out of there before you lose your patience, fool. Get out of there before the horns come out. Also, study the bull. Become one with the bull. Understand why that is such a beautiful animal to represent or be represented by. Hi, Wraith. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. I think you should ask yourself, where is your soul's home? Where's your home? And how do you get there? Open that door. Open that door. You've been delaying this long enough. That's what I just heard. It might be scary, but it's time to face your fears, fool. It's the right time, and you will overcome them. You are ready to overcome them. Every resource you need, just simply ask the universe for it and you'll have it. I love that this card came out. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. You can't go back to yesterday. Some doodles can't be undid. Be in your present moment. Work with what is within your grasp, right? The past is not within your grasp. The past doesn't even exist. You know where the past exists? In your head. In your head. Like, it ain't anywhere else. Intangible reality, right? So let it go. Let go of that anger. Oh, you are a powerful creature, though. You are a powerful fucking creature, and I know you're gonna do what you're meant to do. You're gonna do what is seemingly impossible. And I'm proud of you. In advance, I'm proud of you. Oh, someone getting the horns. Oh man, I'm excited. Okay, so now you know where you stand. I love this reading. I pity the fool who fucked with you, dude. I pity them. I almost pity them, I should say, because, I mean, they earned it, you know. I almost pity that fool. Alright. So anyway, I better get on with the other earth signs. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.